It's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of gum.
Well, hello there and welcome to the channel, you beautiful, wonderful people. Is this right? Need to get the KT1 PNGs back. Just need to sort them out real quick. My bad. How's everybody doing? So, guess who overslept today? Guess who overslept today? I think that's about right. Nope. That one looks fine. Need to get this one a tiny bit here. And a tiny bit here. I think this is good. Yeah, there we go. The Parsimol, yes, you're quite early because I am very late. What's up, Legacy Lion, Astro, everybody else? Lurkers beware. I'll catch you. You know how I can catch you? I can catch you. Secret. But I can't. It's a secret, but I see all of you. Okay, we have some arena grind. So, how am I? I am actually okay. I'm quite alright. Quite alright. And we have some arena to grind. That's what we have to do. Right. Almost forgot. Have some arena to grind. Oh wait, before I start, I want to check out how many Tier 5 basics I have, because that's like the biggest problem everywhere where I go. Oh, I have 5. That's like one more than I thought I do. 5, it's not too bad. So 5 Tier 5 basics. Good. Nobody's here because JJ hasn't announced in the line chat. I'm sure that people will come. JJ is just being a bit lazy. It's okay, I'm just messing. Okay, fine, I'll do it myself. How about that? I'll share it myself. Okay, no, JJ has done it. Okay, so add this morning until it tells. Oh, that's so good. See? Even your YouTube knows you need some. Oh, by the way, my baby is coming back on Sunday, so that's a week earlier. So on Sunday, my little baby is gonna be back. Ah, that's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so much better. Gonna be so much better. Anyhow. Ooh, and there was another cool thing happened today. Well, quite cool thing. I think it's cool. One of my little stray catters. Slept inside tonight. Haha. So yesterday, he just, came about, as he always does. And then I was sitting outside, having smoke. We chilled a bit. Petted him. And then, I went back inside. Kind of like getting ready for bed. All that other stuff. I went to have a smoke before bed. He just randomly came back, walked inside, and made himself comfortable. And you know, normally if he walks inside, because this one cat out of 4 is kind of like braver than others, and he has been in the house before, but normally it's just to meow at me and get food. So this time I, you know, got a bowl, pulled out a pack of food for him, and you know, tried to put that bowl outside, but he wasn't even coming. So he wanted to stay inside more than he cared for that food. And I was like, well, fine, then I brought the food back, put it in the kitchen. He had his dinner fill, and he just went into the living room that's still full with like moving shit. We haven't like sorted out living room properly, but he just walked in the living room and you know, made himself comfy and stayed there. So I was like, well, you know, fuck it, then you're stuck here. And sure enough, woke up when I walked downstairs, came out from the living room to greet me, and well, I gave him some breakfast, and you know, let him go out on his merry way. I don't think he really wanted to go outside, but I wanted him to go outside so he doesn't shit the house, because I don't have a litter box. But that was quite good. That's quite good. But hey, what's up, Avinash? What's up, Yash? Got a 5-star Venom from the Crystal in the Symbiote quest. Once I get some of these guys ranked up, my Cosmic Roster's finally not gonna be trash. Well, get them ranked up, then what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? But yeah, what's up, Legacy Line? Yes. Have you done that Cosmic Horror quest? I haven't done the final path of it. You got freaking Yondu from it? Well, congratulations on your Yondu. Do you think Kitty is good defender? Yeah, I do think it is. Kitty is not like, you know, there are counters to her. But Kitty is all like, how can you tell that she's a good defender? Because she needs a very specific counter on any node she's on. And then you need to keep in mind your nodes and everything else. And even with those counters, the fight isn't as straightforward. You still, you can't parry, for instance. So she's a champion that basically carries stun immunity or, you know, parry immunity with her all the time. And you know, and you need to play somewhat differently. So I don't think she's like an invincible defender or anything, but I do think that by definition that makes her a very good defender, because you need a very specific counter for her. Which one rank 3? Doom or Black Widow Clairvoyant? Both are on dupe, but I have 5-star Doom, but no. No, then start with Black Widow Clairvoyant for now, Roman. Then start with Black Widow Clairvoyant for now. Had stray cats follow me in my house the other day, and even sat on my chair with me. Nice, very nice. But yeah, this one spent the night. So I'm quite happy with that. Surprised you are up already? Why are you surprised? Why are you surprised, Jacob? I overslept significantly. Should I go for basic or featured? I have made a video specifically helping you decide whether you should be opening featured or basic. You overworked significantly? What did you do? Where's that video? Basic or featured? 81. I'm tired. Oh, look at that poor Legacy Lion. He's tired. Okay. I'm gonna go with basic or featured 81. Here we go. Yeah, this is how you decide whether you should open basic or featured. can't help you any more than that. Where's my little Tron baby? No. It's all good, don't worry. It's all good. But hey, what's up, Chilled? How you doing? Okay, so that's that. Let's go. Let's go. Who else thinks Ultron's OP? I'm just kidding. No, he's an absolute powerhouse though. Hey, what's up, Benny Dorfman? How you doing? This third, on the other hand, still a third. This third. I woke up at 3 and I had a meeting with some people overseas. Yeah, I couldn't sleep again last night. I couldn't sleep last night a bit. So I caught DLL's stream and he was getting his ass whooped, so it kind of got a bit funny. I don't know. It was fun. It was fun stream. He's exploring 7.3, so you know. Fairly interesting. See his approach. Try and make sure he uses my recommendations. And for the most part he did. Always. He's clever like that. What's up, Kakashi? I think all know Ultron is amazing. Yeah. All should know. Hail the Tron. Hail the Tron. I have so many champions I want to sig up. And not enough 6 stones. So many champs I want to sig up and not enough 6 stones. I want sig 200 my... I think Mr. Fantastic and King Groot are like 2 of the champions I want to sig up the most. Yeah, don't worry about Ultron being unduped. I took my Ultron to rank 3 unduped. There's pretty much no difference for the most part. I mean, like, there are a few more fights that Ultron would be able to do if he was duped and high sig, but when you use him in an average fight, the dupe doesn't matter at all. And how, well, why are you up then, huh? Why are you up? So many 6 tons in overflow? I wish that was me. Well, I mean, I had a lot of 6 tons in overflow, but I took my sunspot to sig 200. So that kind of, you know, got rid of them. I think I have like 60 generics now, or 70, something like that, in between 60 and 70. It's nowhere near enough. We got 6-star Hercules, but it's hard to dupe now. Sure you will. Besides, if you want to seek for the dupe, if you want to seek for the dupe, you should probably just wait till end of the month and save up, because, you know, in the Cyber Weekend offers, there's probably going to be a generic gem. It's probably going to be a generic gem. Do you have a 6-star Nitro Share? I do have a 6-star Nitro Share, but he's unduped. Ah, you had already slept. Fair play. Fair play. He's a Teak, but he's a Muppet. Well, Teak is a bit of a Muppet, yeah. You figure out the solution, let me know. Solution is gonna be Cyber Weekend generic gem. That's gonna be your solution. Do I look at Twitter? I do occasionally look at Twitter. Do occasionally look at Twitter? Okay, let's piggy bank offers definitely paid off. 6-star Professor X. That's very lucky, definitely. 5-star Wasp and Hulkbuster, not bad. 6-star Nimrod. And oh yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. You have had some great luck there. You have had some great luck there. Got 6-star Nimrod and 6-star Professor X and a bunch of 5-stars for like 25 bucks. Congrats, man. Congrats. Yeah, Nimgod. I actually don't even have a 5-star Nimrod. Nimrod's the only champion released this year that I don't even have as a 5-star. 6-star generic in overflow. How to use in Bishop, Black Widow, Diligence. Why those 3 champions though? Why those champions? Probably Bishop though. Does Cyber Weekend deals cost units or real money? Both. There is a set of offers for units and there's a set of offers for real money. Last time around, the generic 6-star Awakening gem was for units. It was the final offer after the 15,000. Like the unit offers always go 1,000, 4,000, and 10,000. So in 3 tiers. So that amounts for like 15,000 units. And July 4th, we had like these 3 offers: 1,000, 4,000, 10,000. And if you buy them, then you get access to a 3,000 unit offer, which was a generic 6-star Awakening gem. So the generic 6-star Awakening gem cost, well, let's say either 3,000 or 18,000 units, depending how you look at it. But you do need 18,000 units to get to it last time around. Is Professor X good at Awakened? Yes, he doesn't really need his dupe. How many units for 6-star generic? So it was technically 3,000, but you had to spend 18,000 total. That makes sense. That makes sense. Those are my only options. I don't think that... Now, how can they be only options? Well, if they are, then Bishop probably is where you want to go. What's up, Tetris? How are you doing? What up? Say Nimrod because it sounds better than Nimrod. That's true, that sounds better. That is true.
Damn, that is a man right there.
It doesn't make sense. Explain to me further. Shut up, Legacy Lion. Shut your fire. Aren't you meant to be sleeping? What kind of stupid waffle bullshit was that? I'm tired, I'm going to sleep. You freaking liar. You know what I hate? I hate inconsistent people. And I definitely hate indecisive people. I'm retiring. I'm not retiring. I'm retiring. I'm not retiring. Oh, I'm going to sleep. I'm not going to sleep. I'm going to sleep. I'm not going to sleep. What a bloody idiot. I forgot I had to take my son to school. Oh, that is like a legitimate good thing to forget. It's like Father of the Year candidate. And it's like, I'm going to sleep. And it's like, your kid is at the end of the bed. It's like, Daddy, Daddy, can you play with me? You're taking me to school, Daddy? That's a Father of the Year right there. Legacy Lion. Hashtag life goals. Almost have enough if you buy all the deals. Who should have almost enough if I... Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you buy all the deals with money, then you pretty much have enough units. forgot to take my son to the school. It's like, that's only like a step down from I forgot I had a son. He's like, who are you? Daddy? Hey, what do you want from me? Yeah, ZeroFrostNinja used to do that crap all the time. I'm going to bed 20 minutes later. Yo, what you guys doing? Have you heard of... I have not heard of them, no. Elsa dupe or Killmonger? Strength 3. Killmonger dupe. I would go with Killmonger. I'd go with Killmonger. I'd go with Killmonger. What a muppet. Pull the 6-star anti-venom. Nice, nice. Congratulations. Thoughts? I'm not sure where he's gonna end up. There are some things that I really do like about him. There are some things that I really do not like about him. For example, you know, double immunities and high damage output, plenty of utility there. What I don't like about him is that it's slow. Takes quite a bit to get going. What I don't like about him is that you have to kind of like drop off all your utility to get access to damage. That seems just shit. But again, we'll see how he does. Could be well, could be well. But still, solid pull, man. I'm jealous of that. Jacob didn't even come back for Steve. Yeah, I know. I'm surprised he didn't. Quite surprised he didn't. How will the next month's champs are beyond God tier? Honestly, I kind of hope they're not. This time around, I hope the next month's champs aren't like all that, because I just don't like Eternals. Like, here's the thing. If they are really, really good, and, you know, everybody ranks them and everybody plays them, they're going to be all in front of us, like, all the time. And, you know, I virtually like nothing about Eternals. So, it's just, I hope they're kind of shit, to be honest. You know, if we like, you know, they announced Spider-Man 2099, they announced I don't know, anti-venom. No, you'd hype for these champions, but like the Eternals, I'm like, yeah, I can probably, like, you know, make another Ebony Maw there or something. Did you see the screenshot? I'm not sure. I don't think I did. No, the reason I didn't. Yeah, that was quite obvious. It's because of the objectives. If you could just log in, get the symbiote, you probably would have, at the very least, you know, claimed him and did what you need to rank him. The objectives are just shit. Hey, what's up, Red? How are you doing? Tier 2, just temporary, came back for 7.3 and Steve. Well, solo competitive mode might be quite interesting, though, I think. I think solo competitive mode might be quite interesting. Hey, look at that. Look at that. We have the fake doctor in the house. Hey, Doc. Hey, doctor.
One word, and I hit you again.
I'm telling Mother.
Go. Tell her.
There you go. There you go, doctor. Hope you had a great day. Oh, first I'm seeing someone asking champs to be shit. I mean, opposite schedules. It's all good. It's all good. Betrayal is betrayal, no matter how reasonable the excuse might be. Yeah, those objectives are just awful. Hey, what's up, baby? The objectives were almost as awful as yesterday's Summoner Showdown. Yesterday's Summoner Showdown was like #1 bullshit. To think that those are like the best players MCOC has to offer. And this is like the most literal definition, like by definition, the most competitive, the most advanced game mode tournament, highest caliber of gameplay that we could ever dream of watching. And there were like 20 plus level 3s to the face in 17 fights. One solo out of 17 fights. It was so hard. Like, here's the thing. There were quite a few people watching the stream. There was like 200 to 300 pretty much at all times watching yesterday's stream. And I wanted to swear so much more yesterday. And it swears so much more. And I don't want to rip into the players. Like, I'll be 100% honest. They did not play overly amazing yesterday, but that doesn't mean they're not great players. It just means it's probably the nerves, or, you know, it might as well very be down to some sort of stupid game issue, input problems, or nerves, or combination of both and stuff like that. But like the guy who played APOC against Modok, APOC can parry. You could literally just parry heavy level 1, parry heavy level 2, whatever the fight would be such an easy. Instead he ate like 6 Modok level 1s. You know, that's probably down to nerves and forgetting that. You know, that can happen. But, you know, and again, I'm not trying to rip on the guys much at all. You know, I'm sure they did their best, and, you know, it's stressful, and it's just how it is. But Kabam are such an idiot. Spite, to begin with, should have no place in, you know, a setting like that. Spite should have no place there to begin with. Or if it does, then at the very least, have the decency to put that aggressive node on. Last 2 days, the offer with Molman gave me 6-star Mall God and a hell out of podcast. Nice, congratulations. You have been crushing it, Mr. Scott. You have been crushing it. What's up, Sunspotted? How are you doing? There's bug where iHulk will gain immortality again after he heals from the first immortality. Oh, I think I have seen it. I think I have seen it with iHulk immortality bug, yeah. It's quite stupid. If I choose the wrong champ from a Nexus and submitting a ticket, reverse it, maybe. Worth a shot. Maybe. Maybe, right? I'm not 100% certain, but it might be. How can I get lots of gold in the units? Do lots of content and play the game a lot. Or spend money on it. I honestly like Eternals because it's something different than normal superhero. Nah, I don't care for Eternals. Just did that line in 7-3 with Gwenpool using Professor X last super hard when I saw your video after result cheese. Whatever do you mean? 7-3-4 with Gwenpool using Professor X. So, did you enjoy it? How did it go with Professor X there? You're awesome. I'm actually not British. I'm just borrowing the locale of Britain, but I'm not necessarily British at all. I mean, maybe I'm slowly becoming British because of like JJ and a few other people, but... Yeah, Doctor is here. I made a video about it, yeah. I saw it as well. In Showdown Live, it was obvious. Yep. It was, the Dex issue was definitely obvious as well, yes. Awakening Miles and loving him. Yeah, Miles has been quite useful in 7.3. Miles put in work in 7.3. Does the update drop? No, the update will drop either on Monday or Tuesday. It doesn't have necessarily strictly anything to do with the EQ timer. Update will drop on Monday or Tuesday. I think EQ timer is set for Wednesday. So, yeah, no. What's up, Tensal? You are really good. Why, thank you very much. Thank you very much. My girlfriend says I'm really bad, though. You are British, Katie. Yeah, you see, this is exactly what I mean. This is exactly what I mean. Hey, what's up, XLR? How are you doing? Cheese fest all day and all night? Oh, really? Don't you say? Yeah, I know. Professor X had some moments there as well, definitely. Depending on the context, that's not a good thing. I know. That's why I'll keep context to myself. That's why I like keep context to myself. The more I play with Herrick, the more I need this awakened. Shouldering instructable, geez, super fun. You want that awakened ability quite much, yes. You want that awakened ability quite a lot. Spenny need to be awakened. Yeah, ideally, I think so. What's up, Alien X? How are you doing? Mr. Alien. Okay, so the final team is gonna be this team. Where is... There we go. There we go. What about Spider 2099? He also does want to be awakened for that. No, I think he's already playable unawakened. I think with Spider-Man 2099 you can already get a lot out of him, even even unawakened. Buy a new sweater? Absolutely not. Buying a new sweater is
take my money.
out of the question for now.
$19.99. Buy a new sweater, Mr. Burgundy Hoodie YouTube guy.
I have to take a shower out of the stream as well. It's a fair point. But yeah, no new sweaters here. No more than that, I think, maybe. To be honest, I should go shopping at some point. I refuse to listen to this neglectful doctor. You ever wore the one that gave me? Speaking of hoodies, have you ever wore the one that gave me sleepless nights? Which is that one? Which hoodie is that gave you sleepless nights? You mean the one that you brought? Yeah, I wear it a lot. But thank you, Dr. Rankin. Very generous of you. Very generous of you. Still not happy? I mean, that one in all your vids. Yeah, I know. Well, to be honest, I changed it up. And no. You're actually... Here is wrong. Here is where you're wrong, young man. I haven't been in this one in all my videos. I wore this one for a bit. And then I put this into a wash. And I wore a burgundy sweater, like a burgundy jumper, for like, 2 days. And then, I washed this one, it dried off, and I put this one back on because I like it. So it was, if you rewind, like take a couple days back, you'll see that I am in a similar color or nearly identical color, but it's not a hoodie, it's a jumper. And so yeah, so it's just a trick there because I had a burgundy jumper and a hoodie. Took him to rank 2 and use him in AW. He's great, very good then. Glad you like him. What's up, Slay? How are you doing? What good is good fortune if you can't sprint around? I'm definitely older than you, young man. You're as old as you feel. And if you look at it that way, I definitely have the seniority here. Oh, look at that. Susmon? Who's Susmon? Okay, now we can smash some whatever. Brorens. Oh, you have like pet names for each other? They're just disgusting.
Oh, well. Larry, what the hell are you doing?
Larry!
Larry, you can't just... Oh,
Larry! Oh, are you alright? How did...
Larry! Oh, well.
There. Stop with that cutesy bullshit. Hold an OG 6-star storm, then I remember Epic and Jabari synergies make some most of the damage. Yeah, you know, you can mess around with it and you can have a bit of a good time. But you know, Storm's still Storm, you know. Not like you're gonna do anything too serious with her, I'd think. But at least you can have a bit of fun. Take care of yourself, feel better. Thanks. We'll try. Look at my new shiny SIG 200 rank 3 sunspot. Absolute monster of a man. On fire. Ay. I don't discriminate, call all of them Muppets. Yeah. That's good. That's good. I can support that. I can support that. Omega's better than Sunspot? Omega is shit. Omega sucks so much. Besides AW, what do you do with Omega? Fuck all. You know what Omega is? Omega is Colossus synergy piece. Omega is that hood ornament that you put at the front of the car. That's what Omega is right now. What about Strife? Don't even get me started on that piece of shit.
Language, young man.
Omega's better than Colossus? Nah. Colossus is the better one there. Omega is such a turd. The KTN choice Omega's playstyle. I don't know what you mean. But hey, what's up, Richard? Meg sucks. What's up, Dexter? Yeah, exactly. Colossus is better than Omega, and it's not even close. This man gets it. Omega is such a turd these days. You know why? Because fuck him. Omega Red was a good champion, just like Gwenpool was a good champion. You know, there was time and day when Gwenpool was pretty much the best skill champion, right? Or second best after Blade or something like that. Yeah, exactly. He's just fallen off the meta. Badly. But, you know, that happens to a ton of champions. Again, there was a time when Gwenpool was like the best skill champion. It's like, look at where she is now. What's up, Anza? Well, Colossus has never been the best. Yeah, but Colossus is still used. Colossus is still kind of like capable of doing more right now. It's morning right now. I'm enjoying good breakfast, so I'm not going to get triggered. It's okay. We'll try later. Let me know when you're done. Let me know when you're done with your breakfast. My biggest. Yeah, obviously everybody who has already ranked up Omega Red is like, oh, my Omega Red is still putting in work, you know? It's kind of like another stupid Stark Spider-Man brigade. If you have ranked up Stark Spider-Man, then everybody's like, Starky is still very fucking good. Like, yeah, shut up. Okay, we're gonna be trying to get this one working, so... Colossus is great for 2 parts in Act 7. That's 2 parts more than Omega Red is great for. But Colossus is one of the best and most MVP-est things for Act 6 overall. Sunspot's king of clapback? Actually, no. Human Torch, I think, is better on clapback. I think Human Torch is better on clapback. Here we go. We found my 6-star Omega C160 because I had no better chance to see. There you go. That's truth coming out. I had no better options. That makes sense. Neymar Sig 200 is still a thing? Yeah, he's still a thing. He's actually kind of useful here and there as well. Some decks. Pulled White Max just now 6-star. Nice, very good, very good. White Max is a good pull. White Max is actually underrated as a champion in my opinion. Like, I took mine to rank 3. Well, Omega Red, to be honest, has been getting used in less and less in War as well, but he still gets some use in War. Colossus has never been like really Alliance War champion though. Colossus has never been Alliance War champion. Kind of like, I don't know, King Groot, you know. King Groot's an absolute powerhouse, arguably the best AQ champion, you know, and he's useful in other content, but he's never been a War champion. There are just champions who do not necessarily fulfill specific roles in the Alliance War. And yeah, so Colossus is just not really a War champion. I have used him here and there, but it's just not that. As you said, it's like few hazard ship nodes, and like there are a couple of other like nodes or fights where you kind of want to use him. Yeah, here we go. Taking 150, 200k help pull champs in like that. Yeah, bullshit. Omega sucks and you know it. Every passing day, Omega sucks more and more. And you know it. No, at the moment, honestly, like, for me, it is much more important to have Colossus than Omega. Because, you know, if I was using him a lot in Alliance War, then that's one thing. I'm being tiebreak. I doubt Omega Red's ever gonna see an increase in his usage. I doubt Omega Red's ever gonna see an increase in his usage. And I think Archangel is the best mutant. I think top 3 is Archangel, Apocalypse, and Magneto now. Probably. Archangel's def better than Omega. A-bomb with the Guardians. Yeah, A-bomb with the Guardian is actually quite clutch. Correct. Super cheesy for the mutant pass in 733. Yeah, of course he is. Sure, whatever. How is it cheesy? Yeah, Sig 25 Archangel is definitely good enough. You don't need anything more than that. This whole debate. Omega Red Degen's not limited. Really. So, the truth of the matter is that Omega Red Degen might be more limited than most damage over time effects. Due to how new champion animations, how, you know, very sparkly long animations that take up a lot of time and his spores fall up. Omega Red Degen is definitely limited against fucking robots because it bloody sucks against any robot champion and it's pretty much impossible to pull off in any kind of meaningful fight. So he's shit against robots. He's also shit against champions that you can't easy, you know, heavy counter or parry. Well, not shit, significantly worse. There are downsides to all the characters. You can't look at the fact that it's like, oh, there's nobody that's absolutely Degen immune in the game, therefore Omega Red is great. You know, by that idea, every single Degen champion should be better than every single bleed champion, let's say. You know, let's find a shit champion that inflicts Degen and say that he's better than Nick Fury because, you know, Degen is better than Nick Fury because nobody's immune to Degen or some shit like that. Just completely imbecile way of thinking. Fact of the matter is, Omega Red has plenty of bad matchups and weak sides, and they're becoming more and more because the special animations are becoming longer. It's harder to time your, locking in the spars and, all that other stuff. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Omega Red is a bad champion. I'm saying Omega Red is definitely nowhere near as good as he was back in the day, because of changes in the game. All the mutant support nodes basically ignore Omega Red because most of them are themed towards like prowess buffs or some shit like that. And even Omega Red's degen damage, it only scales with base attack. So even like all those, even if you would get all the fury buffs in like mutant quest and stuff like that, they do not improve the degen damage and stuff like that. So that is one of the reasons why Omega Red is kind of like off the map right now, because the meta has shifted much more to additional extra help to champions from the same nodes. And the problem is that Omega Red does not benefit from mutant nodes at all. At all. He doesn't benefit from anything APOC gives him, the prowess, pointless. Bleed immunity, if you already had it, stuff like that. Increased ability accuracy, doesn't matter to Omega Red. Doesn't really benefit from anything Professor X synergies give him, so on and so forth. It's just that Omega Red, he's mutant in name. AA does basically nothing against immune champions. Don't use him against immune champions, just like you don't use Omega Red against robots. Right? Omega Red does basically nothing against robots. He can't be a good champion. Again, that is an infantile, imbecile thinking. What matters is how good is a champion when he gets used, number one. And number two, what matters is how often you can use a champion. That's a good thing that you play with more than one champion, It's kind of like Human Torch, Human Torch is amazing if energy damage is involved. Human Torch is amazing against Mystic champions. Human Torch absolutely sucks against skill champions. It doesn't mean that Human Torch is a bad champion. You're looking at the game extremely narrow-minded. You need to kind of like open up a bit. Most of the fights. Yeah, exactly. I don't like that Omega Red games. Well, I mean, I don't mind too much. It's just not the biggest fan of it. Yeah, I do think Magneto is better than Meg for sure. Who do you feel was an absolute best option for Sorcerer Supreme boss in 734? Absolute best option. I don't remember who was quite good there. Mr. Negative did a really cool job. But besides that, I think Spider-Man 2099 could work really well. But I don't even know absolute best option. I always kind of messed around with her a bit. By the way, I'm now in Mando's all. I'll tell him to kick Messiah. Oh, you're in Mando's alliance. Okay, very good. Very well done. Mo is better than Nick because he is Legion, basically. Oh, you mean... Okay, that node is OP for pretty much any champion because it gives everybody infinite willpower heal. It's when a champion is, cheesy or good on a node where every champion is good, it's not really much. And that node in 733 is that. I think it's triple threat, what you mean, or something like that. And yeah, I know the node, and literally every champion can be good there or is good there. If you're on willpower. Do you think they are nerfing Omega like they did? I don't think they are doing it. I don't think they already did it. I'm not necessarily saying that what happened to Omega is the same thing that what happened to Blade. I think what happened to Blade was a very deliberate, very conscious effort. What I think happened to Omega was more of a happenstance. I think what happened to Omega, you know, was just, you know, an accident maybe. So between AA and Omega, who's mainly used in war, in New Nation, Archangel's used more in war. In New Nation, Archangel's used more in war. I wish I could take both Shang-Chi and Falcon rank 2 together. I'm sure you will. Just give it a bit of time. Cyclops the best mutant, of course. Would you rank 3 White Mags unduped? No. And wait till he's duped. Yes, I see that. I saw that Ebony Maw was champion. I saw that Ebony Maw was champion. Wasn't too bad. Ghost is bad because she can't phase against CGI. Yeah. White Mags, you need to be awakened. Doom sucks, he gets clapped by old man in red costume. Yeah, of course he does. But yeah, no, I would not recommend ranking up White Magneto on Awakened. It's necessary to max willpower, it's necessary to max willpower if you run Liquid Courage Double Edge. If you don't run Liquid Courage Double Edge, then you don't need to max willpower. It's quite simple as that. But what happened to Omega? Still like the champ, but they always have some sense. What happened to Omega is just that he's being used less and less by fewer people, because the nodes that are out there don't really support him too much. What happens? For instance, all the mutant nodes, you know, let's take a look at Horseman of Apocalypse, APOC making Horseman. Gives you prowess. Omega Red doesn't care for that, because he doesn't really care for specials, so definitely doesn't get most of his specials from special attack damage. Gives you bleed immunity. Omega Red doesn't really care for that. Increased ability accuracy. Omega Red doesn't care for that. So it's pretty much pointless to make Omega Red a Horseman. You know, it doesn't hurt, but it hardly helps. The best thing there is that you can go unstoppable once a fight when you get hit. Okay, so let's look at Professor X synergies. Pretty much none of them really matter for Omega Red either. You know, not increase special attack damage, none of that stuff. Look at Mutant KVQ, most of the nodes. Most of them revolve around, like, you know, prowess buffs or something like that. Omega Red doesn't really give a shit about it. Or even when you give Furies to Omega Red, which is quite been the case in, you know, Act 7, for instance. You know, all those 200% attack increase and all that other shit. Omega Red arguably benefits the least out of all champions, because, like, when you give Nick Fury a 200% Fury, you know, his bleeds do more damage, and that's where he gets major source out of the damage that he puts out. When you give Omega Red 200% Fury, Omega Red himself hits harder, but his degen does not do more damage, because his degen only counts in his base attack. So, since, you know, typically majority of the damage comes from the degen, Omega Red benefits from all of those 200% increased, you know, 200% attack nodes, you know, I don't know, shock vulnerability, like all of those extra attack nodes, less than pretty much any other champion in the game. And now, these days, we see ton of those do extra damage, you know, parry vulnerabilities, shock vulnerabilities, foresight, and, you know, all the other nodes. And Omega Red arguably benefits from that the least compared to everybody else. And it's just few of the reasons why he's getting used less and less and less and less and less and less. And the other big change is champion animations. You know, try using Omega Red against, I don't know, Captain Marvel movie. Super easy, super quick, short special attacks, easy to dex, easy to stay close to the opponent. You know, punish heavy attacks, all of that's very easy. But, you know, try and do the same with, like, the newer champions. I don't know, Psycho Man, for instance. Try and do that with Psycho Man. You know, he has very long animation, you know, beam attack, stuff like that. And it pushes you further and further away. And it's harder and harder to keep up the spores. So it's just naturally becoming increasingly harder to play Omega Red efficiently with more complex champion animations. Yes, if his degen would be modified attack, he would definitely become more useful. 100%, yes. What are the ideal champions to invest 6 stones? Prestige champions. You need to take it case by case basis. You need to take case by case basis. No, well, no, fair enough. Again, like, if you find use for Omega Red or any other champion, that's up to you. Like, use the champions that you enjoy playing and that works for you. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. This is, you know, your game. You're the story of your hero. You're the hero of your story, and you play and you rank who you want and you enjoy it and you do how you like. But just like, you know, you are the hero of your story and you're in control of your account, I'm in control of my account and my channel, and, you know, I'm gonna use the champions that I think are better right now, and I'm gonna use you know, and I'm gonna say the things. I agree with what you're saying, Katie, but Omega is still the best. Of course. Of course. Of course. You know, if he's the best for you, then that's good. He's definitely not the best for me. Keep riding me value for rank 4 and Hercules. I'm not sure yet. I'm genuinely not sure. I can't put quite my finger on how good I think it is going to be yet. I can't put my finger yet on how good I think it is going to end up being. Yeah, playing red mags is a lot harder if opponent is, you know, stun immune. Doesn't mean that, you know, he's automatically a bad champion. 100% right there. You're 100% correct there. Ultron or Penny offensively? Definitely Ultron. Ultron is better champion offensively. But yeah, like, I mainly say specifically that Liquid Courage Double Edge or a Susu or just say Run Recoil or some shit like that. Because, yeah, YouTube doesn't like, you know, the nickname that we have given to those masteries. YouTube's not a fan. Migrants degen would, yeah, here we go. What do you think of Kabam's lack of response to the Gilly situation? I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm just being patient. You know, I'd rather them think it over, come up with a plan, and, you know, respond. But I don't know. We'll see. I think it's just, you know, shitty situation all over. I think it's just shitty situation all over. Respect that sentiment. Well, thank you there, Slayman. Mr. Negative top science class. Mr. Negative is towards the top, but I wouldn't say that he's the top science champion or something like that. I think Mr. Fantastic is top 3 science champion now. Megred's best for me. We understand why you're not fond of him. Oh yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, you know, I do have a duped 6-star Mega. I could rank 2, rank 3 him and sig him up pretty much at any point. I just don't, because I don't see significant benefit to me by doing that. I might do in future, but right now pulled and duped Anti-Venom with the early access bundle. Anti-Venom, I think Loki has a chance to be really good, but in order for that to happen, it's kind of hard to describe, because he's quite slow, which is quite shit, obviously, but he's quite versatile, which is amazing. Then, you know, all that utility, however, unfortunately, goes away when you want to access damage, which is something that I think is quite shit. So I'm kind of mixed thoughts about him. He might end up being, you know, quite popular, quite frequently used, or he might be just forgot. I don't know which one it's going to be, because there are good things and there are significant downsides. Yeah, Red Mags definitely has quite boring playstyle. It's not just its parry heavy what makes Magneto's playstyle so boring. It's also the fact that you have to charge that heavy attack. That makes it even worse. Like, for instance, Cap Infinity War is also a parry heavy champion, right? But Cap Infinity War does not feel as dull or as shit to play, because you kind of, like, you know, pump it quickly and, you know, that's it. But with Magneto, you need to charge and hold that heavy attack, which kind of makes it worse. Oh yeah, Liquid Courage and Double Edge are wonderful masteries. Every time, you know, I get to play with them for a longer amount of time, I really do like them a lot. I have not done Cosmic Horror Quest yet, no. Okay, let's see what happens here. Come on. Come on. Let's see what you have in your belly. That's quite shit. Oh, it's a physical damage. That's why it did so little. Nice. Oh, or man, is his health pool that big? Is his health pool that big? What a turd. Oh shit. Whoopsies. Depends on it, yeah. When I'm doing Cosmic Horror Quest, 2 days, I think, something like that. In 2 days. Anti-Venom is more of a ramp-up champ. On his base damage, still a bit above average. Kind of, yeah. We'll see what happens with him, though. I do hope that he does well. You know, I do hope that popular and all that. Most least used champion on Suicide has been Nick Fury. I actually use him with Suicide a lot. I actually use him with Suicide Masteries a lot. It's just that I don't rush to destroy his LMD. The way I look at it, like, with Suicide Masteries, he's, you know, nearly in his, like, LMD mode kind of thing. And then, for one fight, you have that massive fury, shrug off the bleed and poison, and you know how incredibly crazy time. So I do use Nick Fury with Suicide Masters quite a bit. Like, I even bring him an AQ with the Suicide Masters. Like, Dizzy man, love you. It's all good, don't. Thank you very much. Karnak? We'll see what happens with Karnak. I'm kind of hopeful. Kind of hopeful there. Okay. I used to rank up God Tier champs before, but I recently, after ranking up champs I enjoy, like Silver Warrior, Magic Iron Man, Revo, feel much happy and excited. Hey, exactly. You do you. You do you. Trying to work out more cost-effective options for Abyss Path to 5. That really isn't a good champ for Abyss. Well, the upside of Aegon is that he doesn't need synergies and he can take quite a lot of fights. He's not necessarily the cheapest or the best option, but he's definitely the more straightforward option and the one that offers, like most other options, like I don't know, you know, Hela. Hela can do less fights because Aegon has significantly more utility. And on top of that, Hela requires synergy, and in some parts, in plenty of parts, that is a problem. Similar with Strife. Strife also wants you to have synergies and stuff like that. So pretty much all the other champions that, you know, could be up there damage-wise, either require synergies or can do less fights specifically, thus it makes it significantly harder to bring in good counters. Therefore, yeah, you're right. Aegon is not necessarily, you know, the most cost-effective champion for every single path or for everybody. But Aegon is definitely the easiest champion to bring in and be more comfortable that you're not going to get caught out by bullshit fight. The fact that he's going to do well against, you know, the boss and everything else and all that other stuff. I get where you're coming from, but more often than not, there is a reason why he's as dominant in this piece of content. I think lost your first rank 4, Doom or Monk? Go with Doom. Go with Doom. Really, Nick Fury is when you play him all the way. Well, you don't have to. Nick Fury is plenty good before that as well. Resources premium. Yeah, Reed is a solid option for that Sorcerer Supreme for sure. And still skilled for records. Here. There are definitely other champions who can do it as cheap, but you're gonna have a lot more work to do to get there. Like to rank 3 first. Professor X, Black Widow, Clairvoyant, Ghost, Gilly 29, all are unduped. If all are unduped, I'd probably go, I don't know. I really don't know that. Still probably go with Ghost if I don't have a 5-star Ghost. So I don't worry about it. I don't think you're like cocky at all. I agree with you. I'm not saying that Aegon is the cheapest or, you know, for everything or is the best for every fight and stuff like that. I'm saying that the reason why Aegon is as good as he truly is for Abyss is primarily because of the amount of fights that he can do, the amount of utility that he possesses once you build him up, and the fact that he doesn't have need for any synergies. That's quite literally it. Because it's easier to build teams around him, as in like when you bring in Aegon as your main attacker, you have 4 team slots. And you need to take care of less fights than you would with otherwise. And, you know, there's a reason why Aegon is popular. Strive requires synergies. For Abyss, you do want synergies for Strive. For Abyss, you do want synergy for Strive. Yes, I will be streaming today's Showdown, I think. So. Oh yeah, that's one of the things that I like about this game is because this game isn't just like a fighting game. This game is, you know, 3 different games put together. Your fighting skill matters, but your fighting skill can't offset your lack of effort in roster building because your roster matters. So that's your kind of like capability of your tools. And then on top of that, a lot depends on your knowledge of champion abilities and interactions and, you know, other tips and tricks and stuff like that. So there are 3 important things in this game. It's how well you fight, how good your count is, and how much you know about champions and nodes and everything else. There are like 3 most important points about this game. And I really do like that. Because, you know, being super proficient in one lets you offset the weakness in another and stuff like that. So yeah, I do like it. Would you rank 3 Red Hulk on Awakened? Might do. I might. Depends on what I need, but I wouldn't be completely off against it. I would consider ranking up Red Hulk on Awakened. I think it's the best option for it. I actually do think that, I think other way around. I don't think that Aegon is necessarily the best option for completion, because completion path is the easier path, where you have like more flexibility. But I do think that Aegon becomes much more important for exploration, at the very least, you know, couple of parts, where it's very hard to bring a good counter for everything. And then, like, if you need to use a champion that requires a synergy, you'd have even less spots, you know what I mean? And Aegon can do more fights overall. I think it's the other way around. I think for completion, you can much easier get away with, like, Strife or Hell and stuff like that. But I think that for exploration, it's much harder to use those teams. Good dupe on your Hunchback and Dragon Man. I guess 4th Mystic, 60. Well, congratulations on your Dragon Man. And congratulations with Render getting past cap and Time. I don't care about rank 4. Who should I rank 4 in future? APOC or Ghost? I don't know. I think I'd go APOC. I think I'd go APOC right now. In between those two. My opinion about Proxima? I think Proxima's fine. Not the biggest fan. But I think she's a good champion. I think she just doesn't have a place to shine or a reason to be used, really. Only the Hell is overrated now? Yeah, probably. Yeah, I also do think, better be that. Also do think that Hella thing is much harder than it really looks, and most people will never do it. It hurts to clear super hard content to get the trash ball. Yeah, it always sucks. It always sucks. Can't be helped though. Can't be helped. It's just part of life, part of natural order of things here. I do have a 5-star Ghost, but I really like to use her in a queue. If you have 5-star Ghost, then I would, I don't know, Guillotine 2099 maybe. 6-star Moon Knight. It's not 6-star. Sorry to hear, Mac. Sorry to hear. Yes, also the fact that he's a very good option for Collector. That gives him even more value. Anyways. You get this? No, I did not get 6-star Medusa. I was never grinding for 6-star Medusa either. A lot of like cost-effective path. If you can play Professor X well, I'm sure Professor X can do good stuff for you too. I'm sure Professor X is a solid option, but again, Collector though, like how I can deal with Collector, for instance. What's the plan there? MSD. Oh, it's a really good Collector fight with APOC. There you go. Yeah. Viral Groot is obviously a better option, of course. Thanks for 7.3 video guides. They have been super helpful. Yeah, I only have the last one left. I have only 7.36 left. So, you're welcome, Coach D. Yeah, I do like... There are obviously very good reasons why we are playing this game. You know, why we like. And the things that I explained is part of it, very big part of it for me. What happened to my units in BC? I had depression. I bought some offers, bought some crystals when I was feeling, well, when I was ill and feeling down, and just wasted them. That's what happened with them. That's what it. If not, I got no. I think Aegon is still probably the best option for most people. I don't know, but you know, it depends who you have. But I'm not saying that Aegon's not necessarily the best for completion for you. He probably still is. I'm saying it's easier to use non-Aegon teams for completion than it is for exploration, because for completion you have more straightforward basic fights, and you can get away with using different champions. You misunderstood what I was trying to say there. Why did 2099 need dupe to be effective? Not too sure on that. Dupe gives more damage. Dupe does give more damage. I'm not the Spidey 2099 expert though, but I do think that you can use him for like Alliance War things that you want to use him even unduped. I don't think the dupe is that necessary. Do you think iHulk's being overrated a bit? No. No. iHulk has more different value than I think a lot of people think. iHulk is not necessarily a champion you'll want to use for every single fight in a quest, but iHulk is quite often a champion that will nuke a fight or two fights down or nearly finish them off. Nearly finish them off against, you know, a ton of different opponents. You can... What's the best way you can... So there are obviously a lot of fights where iHulk can do well. Yes, he does. But additional value in iHulk is in that immortality and is in that huge burst damage. And even if you might not necessarily finish a boss fight with iHulk, but you can easily chip down, I don't know, 50, 60, 70% of pretty much anybody with iHulk. It's a good going. So no, I don't think he's overrated. I think people are just unable to characterize the additional value he brings to the table. What's up, Devanch? You forgot to upload next Steve part? No, I did not forget to upload next Steve part. I haven't gotten next Steve part because White Mommy has been a lazy little shit. You think Cap Infinity was top 3 science? If we... I think he's close to that. I don't think he is top 3 anymore though. Maybe? I guess it depends where in the game you're at. If you're not counting Quake, because she doesn't exist as a 6-star, then he could be. How about that? Does that work? I think that could work. Oh yeah, I ranked up my Hood and I'm quite happy. I actually used Hood a fair bit in like Act 7 things, and you know, put in decent work. House tour? No. Professor X can do Collector, but that's a very hard skill cap. Yep. iHulk was awesome for SOP. Absolutely correct. You know, ranking 4 stars was an purpose, like a bomb or Hood. Will it be wise? Not really, no. You should not invest any catalysts in 4 stars, in my opinion, that can be used for 5 stars and 6 stars. I think it's a bit of a waste these days. Has anyone used Kingpin Abyss? I don't think I have seen much of that. Probably somebody has though. Probably somebody has. It was my favorite champ, soloed Kang 2 times with him, dude. Very good. Yeah, I actually soloed Kang with iHulk twice as well. Yeah, so I did too. Huge fan of iHulk personally. Why people like him and just don't like him? No, that's fair. Like, you know, we each like different champions. Yeah, the hit counter thing is very shit. I don't like it at all. I think Enrage Timer is much better mechanic than this hit counter thing. Because Enrage Timer, at the very least, you know, every champion is on even kind of footing. You know, you get 10 minutes for fight and that's it. Here, champions like Carnage or any champions that amass hit counter quickly are at significant disadvantage. So I absolutely think, you know, I find it really stupid that somebody even thought this type of timer would be okay. Like, it really isn't. It's a really, because, yeah, this is just a really bad way how to, you know, put fight condition on. Ideally, we wouldn't have any, but if they have to put on something, I would insist that in future they go back to time and rage. Will you like if the MCOC is still? I don't know. I haven't been following storyline too much, to be honest, though. I don't know how the storyline got. I calculate went from being underrated to overrated, can't lie. I do think that some people, yeah, like him a bit too much, but in general, I still think he's a very good champion. Captain Infinity War is good, but I have not used him for a long time. Well, the thing with Captain America Infinity War, what's kind of disturbing him a bit is the transition to 6 stars and the fact that he's one of those champions that you want to get SIG 200. I think that has dipped the usage. People don't use Captain Infinity War as much anymore because people don't want to use 5 stars as much anymore because they want to rely on the shiny new 6-star rank 3s. And you get plenty of those, you know. And not many people are able to easily SIG 200 a champion. And, you know, if you want to rank up Cap, you probably want to be able to SIG him up. So I think the reason why Cap isn't as used as he used to be has much more to do with the 6 stars game economy and all that other stuff than it has to do with pretty much anything else here, really. Oh shit. This channel's cancelled. Expect an expose. Oh, what did I do? What did I do, Valerius? Look at that. You know what got cancelled? Your message got cancelled. Oh. Cancelling. Answer. The whole cancel thing is cancelled. It's okay. This would be like the 19th time somebody's cancelling me, so it's all good. First rank up Mr. Negative iHawk Spidey 2099. Went with Spidey first. Up to you again. I'm taking is cheese for this. It's not necessarily cheese, I'd say. It's good. Could Shang-Chi be decent for a Beast Collector? I don't think so, no. I don't think he would be decent for a Beast Collector at all. Cancel culture should be cancelled. I agree. I agree. It's sort of bullshit. Oh shit. Oh shit. There you go. And should also ruin Spidey chance from awaiting. Yeah, he should. Definitely. He's still crazy damage in Grandmaster's wounded stage. Yes, that he was definitely very good for. You could pretty much squeeze through, like, not just Grandmaster, like in Kang's wounded phase as well. You could do crazy damage. I can decide between Negs or Torch as well. I'd go with Torch. Go with Torch. I think 5-star rank 5 do nearly all of the content in the game. Always use boost. Yeah, 5-star rank 5 can be used in pretty much every content in the game. You're absolutely correct. You don't necessarily strictly need 6 stars rank 3s for anything. Stamina Showdown, whether they were playing bad or did they decide to change the AI yesterday? To be honest, it was definitely a mixture of both. Again, I'm not trying to rip on the guys, and like, you know, all respect to them for qualifying. I'm sure it had to do with nerves and everything else, and probably some sort of input issues or, you know, whatever. But, you know, there were several fairly poor fights. But, you know, it can happen to anyone. But that spite thing was the biggest bullshit. That spite thing definitely was the biggest bullshit. The AI and spite has just destroyed that entire event. Just destroyed the entire event. Let's smack him down though. I think this is where we're gonna stop though as well. I think this is whereabouts we are going to stop for now. Ah shit. I brought a mutant against APOC because I'm an idiot. Brought a mutant against APOC. Ah well. That worked out. You can take a look. Well, you can take a look there. But be quick. I'm getting cancelled and made an expose on very, very soon. So be quick. We don't have much time here. We don't have much time. My time on YouTube is limited. I can't believe this. People these days. Ah. It's like anybody who could write something like that. This channel's cancelled, expect an expose. I wish you find purpose in life, because you clearly don't have one. You know, I urge you to get help. I think there's a lot more due to input issues than people think. Yes, definitely. Definitely, I think there were input issues for sure. Expecting much more fun today. Well, we'll see what happens today. I'll be trying to stream it. I'm definitely hoping so. Now don't make it again next year though. Well, best of luck to them. Algus such good synergy reverses spite, so he's actually good for that node. But there are no synergies though. For which node are you talking about, Divine? Frost might have been the best option for the showdown based on... Yeah, might be. Frost might be a very good option. Like Gwenpool as well. Any tips for spiked armor node? Nullify or reduce ability accuracy? So Falcon, Namor, Crossbones, champions like that. Quake. Or use Mystic Champions and nullify spiked armor. So BK Finest. Bad joke. Well, here before. I don't know. If it was bad joke, he would have said it, but whatever. Either way. It's all good. I need to schedule though. I need to go get some food, and after I get some food, I need to do some other stuff. So I will be back later. Don't you worry about that. And you guys have been absolutely awesome. Hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you soon.
Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information